Hi Maria, it's the 17th of February 2019. Just another little video while I'm at it, while we've got some sunshine here, which I'm obviously not seeing because I'm prattling around taking videos of your couch. This is the kind of alignment we have. This is the right hand recliner. This is the one that generally has by far the worst gap, and it certainly leans back. It never comes up on its arc, when it travels up on its arc of movement. When it travels up like this, you know, the front of it goes down and comes up to its arc of movement that it's on. It doesn't come far enough forwards, so consequently you end up with this. You end up with a gap, a parallel gap. In fact, at the moment, I think they are slightly intermittent. Sometimes they're really, really bad. You know, the gaps 30 millimeters, something like that. This one today is just a bit worse than the other one, the left hand side. We have this parallel gap of at least, you know, 15 millimeters. This is not moving the fabric. My fingers go in there all the way. No teasing of the ends like your nice little video will show. We'll do anything about this middle section. Sure, it's made of foam and all the rest of it, but the reason it's made is foam, you know, it's just to cushion your head. It's not a characteristic of this. It might be a characteristic of some of your couches, but it's certainly not the characteristic of the one that you've supplied us with, where you have to completely change the foam padding inside. Because whatever we do to this gap down here doesn't make a blind bit of difference to where the angle of this headrest ends up. This one sits at about 20 degrees off of the vertical, as I'll show you in various images. This one sits about 8 degrees off the vertical. This is in a nice position. When you sit here, as you've seen, we have a cushion from our last couch that we drape here, and that's what you have to do, because this doesn't come far enough forwards. All the other action, the way it slides forward, and when it's fully extended, you know, that when it slides, when the bottom base slides out, it seems to come into all the right place and is perfectly okay. You have no issues with that. We like the look of the couch. You know, I'm not sure how long it will last. I don't think it will last anywhere near as long as our last couch, bearing in mind our last couch was a British made couch by a company called Roger Lewis, and we purchased it from a company called John Lewis in Milton Keynes. And that lasted us just 19 and a half years. And if we were able to have found a competent person to restuff the two cushions, then it would probably last at least another 8-10 years after that. So you were looking at a couch there that if we'd managed to have found the right people to stuff the cushions correctly as they were originally, we would have we'd still be sitting on that now. But having seen the inside of this couch and the fact that some of it's made of hardboard and the kind of problems we're having now, I would really be surprised if this couch lasts 20 years. Anyway, there's not really much more to say. Other than, you know, your video doesn't answer it's not applicable to us. It might be applicable to somebody that just has a little tiny gap at the ends, but, you know, it's nothing to do with us. There we are. That's the usual carry-on that we have. The pictures you receive from your service engineer, if that's what you want to call them, were very oblique. So if I come down here, a bit like your service engineer did, it doesn't look too bad, although we've still got gaps at the ends, and you might think you can tease that out the way your video shows, but you've still got all this up here. But of course, when you're standing up here, you've got this big parallel gap with loads of light flooding through, and you might say, oh, you don't stand up there and look down, but the center one, the ratchet one, is in such stark contrast to what this is. This rubbish, this okay. So I'm really looking forward to you sorting this problem out for me. I think that's it for now. There's not really much more I can say, you know.
It's not right.
I mean, look at it. It's laughable, you know, the fact I don't know, this is almost a year now, I think, and nothing really has been done. Geez, this one looks even worse than normal. So they're erratic. This one, as I said to you, maybe 2 times, 3 at the most, you'll be sitting there and all of a sudden you'll lean back and think, oh, the headrest is in the right place, and lo and behold, you check it and it looks just like this one here. Fabric to fabric or leather to leather. A little bit of cushioning that you can get your finger in there, but as you can see, it opens the daylight up, but it springs back, and that's because the headrest is in the upright position, as your video showed. I was really pleased to see the video because it made me remember exactly how this couch is supposed to work, but unfortunately it doesn't. Well, there we are, you know. It's just all so... There's so much playing it. I mean, we're actually picking up some wear there now, I notice, on that, where it's chafing. But... and same there. Not that that's an issue. I don't expect you to, you know, be remotely interested in that. One of your service engineers mentioned that the seat needs to bed in, or something needs to bed in. Now, they're quite right. This seat, this one here, gets the most use. That one over there gets a small amount of use. This one here, well, I don't know, it's probably been sat on a dozen times, something like that. And yeah, it does look nice and springy, just how it is in the catalogue and when you see it in the showroom. But clearly, you know, they start to collapse fairly quickly, which is maybe not a great thing.
That doesn't get any use.
You know, so I don't know what to say. I'm not sure if this, you know, it's okay. I'm not fussed about that. That's neither here nor there. I don't expect anything to be done about that. So, you know, the fact that your service contract people concentrated on that, I don't know. You really need to up your training with them, and they also need to fill in. Another thing they should do is fill in the form that they're going to be sending to you, so then the customer and them can come to an agreement. You know, it shouldn't be difficult to all agree that there is an issue. Every single service engineer that's walked in here has gone, oh, they're not aligned. Oh, first one, as you know, all the nuts are loose. That didn't prove to be the case, but never mind, you know, obviously a bit of a stab in the dark. I don't know. I mean, this one's performing quite badly today, actually, and this one's performing slightly better.
Didn't think I was buying.
Normally the gap on this one is anything up to twice the gap on the right hand one can be sometimes twice the gap of this left hand one. But this left hand one at the moment is performing quite badly, which I suppose is good from my point of view of the video, but I would like it to be erratic and come up where it will do, you know, where it's supposed to show you what it should behave. But no, it's not playing ball. That's an English term, you know, it's not behaving. I think that'll do for now.
Still not level though.
And as you can see, you know, it's just not remotely level with anything. And the Furniture Village brochure, when you look at the brochure of this couch in there, perfectly in line. They're lovely, really nice, really slick.
As it was when it was new.
The 3 back cushions, perfectly in line. The 3 seats, virtually almost level, no issues at all. But I really don't think you're for a country that's renowned for your stylish, artistic design, and you know, I mean, that's what you're renowned for. It's cutting edge Italian design. Now, you know, this is not pretty, is it? Anyway, that's it for now. Bye.